Last night we were at Slag van Ambacht, another Dutch criterium. Ben had the helmet-mounted GoPro, nation's #1 B-Star, and it rakes for some very good footage to analyze cornering, because you're not on the wheel in the rider in front looking up their butt, you're further back, higher angle. Parts of the course we're going to look at, there's two corners in particular. So what it's going to look at, we're going to enter this paved section, and then there's two corners that we're going to be analyzing a bunch of riders for. It's firstly this left-hander, where they're going to go up a speed hump, down the other speed hump, and then along this flat section. Pavers, 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 little speed bump, couple of drains, and then it's a right-hander onto the finishing straight. Okay, without any more messing around, let's get into it. Let's look at them. So the first rider here is this A-block rider. He got second overall in the race, and we're going to watch him come through and float through. So let's have a look. Looking at tipping it through, inside knee pointed in, elbows bent, getting nice and low, and he has actually gapped Ben through this corner. Ben not really right on the wheel, coming through, again floating through, couple of pedal strokes, and then bang out of the corner. We're going to actually go back and look at him again, because I think he was the best corner in this crit. So wait till the end of the video, we'll look at him again. Next rider, this Volker Wessels guy. This team is full of like 80 kilo absolute drivers. They're strong as, and they're some of the best corners in this crit. Like, look at the angle he's taking there. Inside knee pointed in, and then just tipping the bike over, right over. And again, Ben kind of getting gapped through through here. And let's watch this again. Now, he's going to pedal through this corner, which is very interesting. So watch. Pedal, 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 and then out of the corner. He was the only rider I saw pedaling through this corner. So that obviously takes experience to know at what angle you're tipping it over that you can still pedal without clipping the pedal on the ground. And you know, he's possibly running some shorter cranks to have better pedal clearance through the corners. Just interesting. Let's go back and play that one from the start again so we can just watch him. So, you know, sort of bumps his way over that, sprints out of the corner, and then coming onto this first left-hander, tipping it in. Look at the angle. So body, you know, he's almost shifted off the saddle to the left-hand side there, and then fully leaned it in, and then coming into this corner, he lines it up like he's gonna just tip it in, but then he just keeps pedaling. So a massive advantage, obviously, if you can pedal through a corner while everyone else is freewheeling, it just allows you, if a gap's starting to open up, if you didn't carry as much speed, you can just fix your mistakes and just pedal through and catch it up. So if you can pedal through a corner while others aren't, huge advantage in terms of energy savings. Next clip here, Aiden Buttigieg, Nero rider. I want to watch him for his body position. Let's see how he goes through this corner. So he's already a smaller rider, but look how low he gets. Coming through here, bends the elbows and gets down super low. Like it's almost exaggeratedly low, but lowering center of gravity is going to allow him to tip it in more and have more control, especially with bumps. So super low there. Really, really impressive actually. As a smaller rider, he's not going to be able to match some of those bigger riders, especially on this straight, like it's full gas every lap. So main one was body position for him. This rider here, Rabobank, interesting one, not the prettiest, a little bit ragged, but look at the body position and that inside knee. Not the neatest, but he's getting the basics right, and I think that's why he's cornering so well. He was actually really good. So look at the inside leg and the weight distribution. So pedal, pedal, pedal coming through this corner. Bit messy, but he's tipped it in, and then that inside knee pointing in. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a sec. This rider here in the white and red. Now, if you're in this crit even with 11 laps in, you're good at cornering. So I'm not saying he's bad at cornering, but there's one lesson we're gonna learn from him, and it's the gap he leaves to the wheel in front going through this corner. So he gets through this one okay, pretty good. Problem he's doing is he's right up on the guy in front going into this next corner. So have a look. Freewheeling, 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 right up on the rider in front. Right up, right up, right up. Doesn't get to pedal going into the corner, and then the gap opens up and he's sprinting as he exits. Compare that to this next rider. Look at the gap he leaves to the rider in front. Not right on the wheel. So this corner, carrying the speed is all good. Now watch this. So he pedals out of the corner to accelerate up the speed, but then look at the gap. There's sort of a 1-2 meter gap to that rider in front in blue. He lets that gap sit there. He's not right up his ass, and then pedal, 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 pedal through the corner to get a little bit more momentum. Then coming out of the corner, he's actually closer than he was when he went into the corner. So that's the skill there. I'll pause it. That's the skill. So coming into a corner, you don't really ride up the arse of the rider in front, because going through the corner, they're going to gap you, and then you're going to be sprinting. So just a bit of an experience thing for that rider in the red and white before. Should be leaving a bit more of a gap to allow time to do a few pedal strokes going into the corner, and then he can sail through, be on the wheel, and Bob's your uncle. Next rider here. Okay, pause. This is my award, best corner in the crit, this A-block rider. Let's watch him. So what I want you to look out for is the look of floatingness and weightlessness. He's almost barely sitting in the saddle. The saddle and the bike is kind of bouncing around, the saddle's bouncing around, and he's got his weight through his hands and through his feet. And his body kind of floats across the course, and the bike's absorbing the bumps. Let's play it through. Just have a watch. So coming in here, jumps that so he doesn't lose momentum by hitting the speed bump, cruises through here, through here, sort of gapping Ben again through here, and then just floating. All that weight's through that outside foot in his hands, floats his way through, inside knee again, way out. Look at the inside knee pointing into the apex of the corner, bumps that, pedal, and then floats through. Textbook. Absolutely textbook, and he's saving so much energy there. He ended up getting second overall. Okay, series of these Volker Wessels guys. This is the first one. These blokes are absolute drivers. They're probably 80, 85 kilos and strong as oxes, but their cornering is also like very good. They went 1 and 3 in this crit. So watch this guy float through, coming in, dodges that, pedal in the hoods, not a problem. Also really good, this rider here in the white and red. Another one to watch for that feeling of floatingness. Just have a watch. Coming through here, floating. Like, it doesn't really look like he's gone over any bumps. Coming through here, again, little bit of a gap, and he's going to pedal all the way until the entrance of the corner. Pedal, and then tips it over. So it's about getting momentum into the corner. Probably second best rider in corner in this crit was this guy here, Gold Shoes, Flexen. Probably the heaviest rider in this course as well, and just floating, absolutely floating. So coming in here again, not getting bounced around too much as a bigger rider, takes his pedal strokes, just rides around the speed bump, and then comes on with momentum right up the back of that rider in front. Easy. These guys are making it look so easy. And then one more for this rider. Final clip of the video. Let's watch him. Let's watch the whole thing though. He's going to just jump this, float his way across. Easy, absorb the bumps. Pedaling on, looking back. So this is 2 laps to go. So pace was absolutely on here, and he is just nose breathing. Again, floating through there. Nothing too hard. You know, he's making life easy for himself by coming through the corners with speed. And look what he does here. Hops left to avoid that, and then pedal through this last corner, just floating with absolute ease. What a masterclass. Anyway, that is all for this video. I thought that was super interesting. Definitely good to see the techniques of the best crit riders in the Netherlands doing their thing. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Catch you in the next one.